In the few short years since graduating from his doctoral program here at the UW-Madison, Kevin has made a huge mark on science education throughout the state.
What brought you back to Madison to this graduate program?
There was a lot of factors that went into it. I mean, coming from the Bay Area, one was looking for livability and cost of living, but also looking for a great graduate program.
Okay.
And so I knew UW-Madison was ranked really highly. It's seen as a great, prestigious university. And I also wanted, I'd been to Stanford for undergrad and my master's, and I actually wanted looking more for a public university and a little more direct connection to ideas of service and connecting with schools, as opposed to just the research kind of realm, which I kind of felt like Stanford a little bit more felt like, certainly in my work there. So there's always something interesting to learn from somebody else, and I think that's something that I really appreciated in the student seat, is just that ability to have so many great people around that I could learn something new from and see another pathway from and realize, oh, that'd be really cool to do more in that. Brett?
Nachman. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And what are you doing
I'm
here?
a Ph.D. student.
Having that sort of influence on others, I think, is certainly important. There were a lot of people who are further along in the program than me when I was here who had ideas, had suggestions, and so it was nice to connect with them and learn from them. But I think it's also always nice to see somebody who's done and kind of the light at the end of the tunnel idea, and that I can, when I get out, there's lots of possibilities for me in that world of work. I think for me, I wasn't sure where my path would take me after the PhD program, so it's always nice to see examples of people who are doing something that they really enjoy.
What advice would you give to current students who are pursuing educational leadership from your experiences going from this institution to actually the statewide Department of Public Instruction?
There's a lot of possibilities there. I think certainly taking advantage of class projects and pushing for projects where you're out working with districts. And I did that in a lot of the projects that I worked at, where we did a case study of this school and how they're working with this, or get into this district and talk to district folks and what's going on there. So I enjoyed that opportunity a lot here, that we were able to get out and do that type of work. And here, certainly with, regardless of what level the system students here wanted to engage with, there's certainly opportunities at DPI too, so they could be connecting at school and classroom levels, district levels, all the way through kind of state level, and thinking about how what they're doing and learning about could apply and impact on a broader scale, which I think would be behoove them to find opportunities for, or make them if they're not finding them.
We are so proud to recognize Kevin Anderson with the UW-Madison School of Education 2015-16 Outstanding Recent Graduate Award.
To be honest, this award was a little bit of a surprise. I was talking to some ELPA students about this earlier. It was really my wife who saw someone who'd gotten the award in the alumni newsletter that comes out, and she said, "This should be you, Kevin." When I got news that I received this award, I was like, really? It's certainly an honor and a surprise to get it, and I feel humbled by getting it, but I think that, maybe in 5 or 6 years down the road, I'll have done a bit to earn or deserve it, whatever that looks like.
When I think about your nomination, your nominators really talked a lot about how you're connecting science education from the K-12 standpoint with legislators and around the state of Wisconsin. And when you think about outreach and engagement, that really speaks to the type of graduate that we'd love to see receive this award because of your work. Can you talk a little bit about those connections around your work?
Sure. So I think one of the things that I worked with my nominators on a lot is a program called STEM Wisconsin, where we've been connecting across the state. We had a STEM summit here at UW-Madison, I guess a year and a half ago now. So last fall, where we had about 110, 120 people from all over the state. We had legislators there, we had UW system folks, Wisconsin Technical College system folks, district people, teachers, Department of Workforce Development, and it was just a great convening of lots of people who were really interested in what can we do as a state here to move STEM education, to move our economy forward with that. And there's so many possibilities in Wisconsin that it kind of felt like I came at the right place at the right time to help in bringing that work together.
Well, the nice thing about this award, though, is it really focuses on early career and what people are doing and how they're making an impact. I really appreciate you spending time with us today. And again, congratulations to you on your outstanding recent alumni award.
Thank you, Don.